Which animal do you think is the most fearless on the planet? The lion, king of the savanna? The crocodile, ruler of the swamp? Or perhaps the hyena, one of the most ruthless predators of the plains? No, that title belongs to the honey badger. In fact, the Guinness World Records recognizes the honey badger as the most fearless animal in the world. If you don't believe it, watch this video until the end. You'll see exactly why the honey badger truly deserves that title. In the wild, being bigger doesn't always mean being in charge. The lion is powerful, majestic, and commands respect. The honey badger, on the other hand, is small and stocky, yet carries a spirit that knows no fear. When these two seemingly opposite forces cross paths, the tension in the air becomes palpable. The lion watches closely, eyes narrowing. It knows this little creature isn't an easy meal. The honey badger just smirks as if to say, "I'm not looking for trouble, but if you are, I'm ready." Each time the honey badger fights back, the lion seems to reply, "Hey, I was just kidding, buddy." No one saw this coming. A small honey badger daring to launch an attack on a crocodile. The honey badger marches straight toward the croc as if it were just another prey. Its bold bites and fearless swipes make the crocodile hesitate, almost confused. How could such a small creature have the audacity to challenge a massive crocodile like that? A rare scene unfolds on the Ethiopian highlands. A pack of Ethiopian wolves spots two honey badgers wandering near their den. Instinctively defending their territory, the wolves charge in, baring their teeth and growling fiercely. But what happens next is completely unexpected. Instead of fleeing, the pair of honey badgers turn around, raise their fur, and fight back without an ounce of fear. The wolves, greater in number and faster, suddenly find themselves at a loss. Faced with such reckless courage, they begin to lose control of the fight. Once again, these small but fearless creatures force an entire pack of Ethiopian wolves to back off in defeat. Amid the dusty, dry forest, an unbelievable showdown is taking place. Perched on a branch, a cobra coils its body, lifts its hood high, and hisses menacingly, the very symbol of venom itself. But the creature approaching it, the honey badger, seems completely unfazed. Caught off guard by a sudden attack, the cobra jerks back and slithers frantically to escape, but it's too late. The honey badger strikes again and again, knocking the snake off balance and sending it tumbling to the ground. In that instant, the honey badger doesn't hesitate. It dives after its prey, relentless and precise. Within seconds, the so-called Lord of Venom is subdued. A young honey badger wanders carelessly through the plains, unaware that it's getting dangerously close to a herd of massive zebras. Instantly, a mother zebra reacts, charging forward to warn and protect her foal. But then, something unexpected happens. From a distance, the mother honey badger has seen it all. In a flash, she bolts like an arrow, charging straight at the zebras, creatures dozens of times her size. Her fearless attack forces the herd to back off. Despite the overwhelming size difference, the tiny mother stands her ground, shielding her baby and ready to take on anyone who dares to step closer. However, the honey badger doesn't always come out on top, especially when facing much larger and more aggressive animals, like a furious horse.
Messing with him. Gone.
That's pretty insane. I've got this. I don't know if you're gonna get it.
3 leopards spot a lone honey badger wandering across the savanna. Guided by their hunting instincts, they quickly team up, silently surrounding the small creature. To them, it seems like a joke, an easy snack. But within seconds, all 3 realize they've made a serious mistake.
That's mom on the race. I think the honey badger would run away when he saw the
Cornered, the honey badger doesn't run. It growls, raises its fur, and suddenly charges forward. Its fierce and fearless strike is so intense that one of the leopards actually stumbles back in shock.
I've got this. I don't know if you're gonna get it.
Do you think that the honey badger can hurt the cops?
So look at them. Seriously, fine.
Doesn't try and run away.
The cubs are the ones that are going. The mother's not always the one that's kind of
Okay. I don't know what it is.
A honey badger bends down to drink, calm and steady, under the wary gaze of 3 hyenas. They growl and inch closer, then stop. There's something in the badger's eyes that makes them hesitate. When it's done drinking, the honey badger lifts its head, glances at the 3 predators surrounding it, and casually walks right between them, as if taking a peaceful stroll. No fear, no hurry. Just a confident, defiant stride. Even the hyenas seem to understand. You don't mess with this creature. The name honey badger isn't a coincidence. It's one of the few creatures bold enough to raid beehives, defying the fury of thousands of winged warriors. The honey badger stops beneath a tall tree, where a massive beehive hangs above. The air hums with the warning buzz of angry bees. But true to its fearless nature, the badger doesn't flinch. Slowly, it climbs up, then suddenly lunges, tearing open the waxy shell of the hive. Within seconds, a swarm of bees pours out, attacking fiercely. Surrounded on all sides, the honey badger keeps going. Despite the burning stings, it burrows deeper, searching for the sweet treasure within. When the first drop of honey touches its tongue, it pauses, eyes narrowing slightly, as if savoring the rarest taste in the world. The honey badger, known for its poor eyesight but incredibly sharp sense of smell, is on the hunt. With just a few quick sniffs, it picks up the scent of a rock rat. The clever rat scrambles up an acacia tree, where countless sharp thorns jut out like thousands of tiny spears, forming an impenetrable fortress against most predators, but not against the honey badger. The stubborn little hunter lifts its head, eyeing the trembling prey among the branches. Its thick, armor-like skin allows it to push through the first layer of thorns. The rat believes it's safe, but in an instant, the badger stretches forward, pushes its head through the thorns, and snatches the prey in one swift bite. Whether it's honey, venomous snakes, or prey hiding behind thorns, for the honey badger, nothing is impossible. One day, after a long foraging trip, the honey badger returns home, only to find its den occupied by a porcupine. At first, the honey badger seems unsure. Every time it gets close, the porcupine raises its sharp quills and turns its body, pointing those deadly spikes toward its opponent, something that could easily make even a lion back off. But with the instincts of a born warrior, the honey badger refuses to retreat. It moves in carefully, dodging the dangerous quills and circling to the side. Then, with a swift and decisive strike, it lunges, startling the porcupine and forcing it to flee the burrow. Victory belongs to the honey badger. A young honey badger is learning the hardest lesson of all, how to survive. And today's lesson is no easy one, facing off against a scorpion. With curious, gleaming eyes, the little badger inches closer, sniffing at the tiny but dangerous creature. The scorpion reacts instantly, arching its tail high, venomous stinger ready to strike. The first hit lands right on the young badger's nose. It flinches and sneezes, but instead of backing away, it takes another step forward. Every sting becomes a lesson. Every jolt of pain makes its body tougher. Bit by bit, the young badger learns to dodge, to time its attacks until it finally pins the scorpion down with its sharp claws. This victory isn't just a meal, it's a milestone. From that very first pain, the honey badger begins to build an invisible weapon, a growing resistance to venom, something that only a handful of creatures on Earth can possess. on the dry plains of Africa, a tortoise slowly searches for a hiding spot after spotting a predator. A jackal tries biting, flipping, and clawing at the tough shell, but it's useless. After a few minutes of struggling, the jackal gives up, leaving the tortoise thinking it's safe. But then, the small, dark figure of a honey badger appears and everything changes. With fearless instincts and remarkable intelligence, it isn't fooled by the tortoise's hard shell. Step by step, it pries, bites, and twists until the tortoise finally surrenders. The honey badger stands as a living reminder that with confidence and determination, there's almost nothing you can't do. It's a peaceful morning on the African plains. A mother wild dog gently leads her pups out of the den for their first walk, introducing them to the world beyond. Tiny footsteps and soft squeaks echo through the quiet air, sounds that, unfortunately, catch the attention of a honey badger nearby. In an instant, the honey badger approaches, its eyes locked on the small pups hiding behind their mother's legs. Sensing danger, the mother wild dog quickly signals her pups to retreat and positions herself between them and the approaching predator. Tension fills the air. The honey badger isn't one to back down easily, but the mother wild dog, driven by her instinct to protect, stands her ground, ready to fight to the end. Finally, the honey badger decides to withdraw, restoring peace to the wild dog family once more. In the wild, where strength usually defines dominance, the honey badger stands as a proud exception. It reminds us that what makes you truly unstoppable isn't your size or power, it's a fearless heart. Are you a fan of the fearless honey badger? Let us know in the comments below. If you've been captivated by these extraordinary encounters, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, and join us in uncovering more untamed mysteries of the wild.